Let me get this set up real quick. For real?
This is done already?
Mm-hmm. Already, I got my knife. All right, ready?
Yep.
We're live right now? All right. So, welcome to Mora Asian Kitchen in Bolingbrook. I'm Chef Garnett, and today we're gonna be doing a live stream of our cooking show of the pancit noodles. So basically, pancit noodles is a very traditional recipe for the Filipinos. It's usually many occasions. We have it at birthday parties, weddings, and it also symbolizes for a long life. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first things first, you wanna start boiling your water and probably just have just enough for it so you could dump it out and do a ice bath. So the noodles that we are gonna be using today is the flour stick noodles. So you guys can buy these at local Asian marts. I know there's a lot around the area, so you just gotta look for them. Alright, so. And the main thing for the noodles, you don't wanna overcook them because we're gonna recook them again while we're making a dish, and you wanna cook it to al dente. So as soon as you see your water boiling, I recommend that you stop the heat. You grab your noodles out. You just drop it in there. And you want to be careful not to break up the noodles. You want to make the noodles very long so they don't break up. Then it's about for 25 to 30 seconds, you leave it inside there. Turn off the heat. Then what you want to do is you want to strain the hot water. You want to strain the hot water, and we're going to throw it into the ice bath so it can stop cooking. So once you get your noodles out of the pot, you want to throw it in the ice bath. Just mix it around. And you can tell when you cooked it perfectly because it's still a little bit hard. So that's the first step of getting our pancit noodles. All right, the second step, the sauce. Sauce is very important in this dish. For some of you there that already bought our kit through our Mora location yesterday, you guys are a step ahead of everybody. You guys have everything prepped. For those who are at home that just heard about us today, next week we are doing a 𝗕𝗏𝗏 fried rice class, and we will be offering the kit so you guys don't have to prep it at home. You just buy the kit here and just cook with me next week. All right, so we're gonna start cooking the sauce. So the first thing that goes in there is 1 cup of water. Then we have 1 teaspoon of fish sauce. Next, we're gonna be adding the hondashi salt, which is also 1 teaspoon. Next, we'll be adding our 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗏 paste, which is for it to give a little flavor and color throughout the dish. Then the last two ingredients are gonna be going in is 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Then our oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Now you just wanna let that sit for probably like a minute or so until it gives it to a simmer. And then if you want, you just wanna use a whisk to whisk everything up because the paste does come in blocks. So we're gonna wait for that to simmer. While we're waiting for that, we just wanna let you guys know what Mora is doing for the first responders, healthcare workers. We've donated and matched over 500 meals this whole week. I know we have a lot of bigger ones coming up throughout the whole week. If you guys are interested in donating and having us match the meals to deliver to a specific hospital, an organization, just go through our Facebook page, GoFundMe, and donate there. So once you see your sauce starts to simmer, you can turn it off. All right, so now we have the noodles, that's done. Then we have the sauce. Then we're gonna move on to some of the veggies and some of the meat that we're gonna be starting to prep. So today, usually in the restaurant, we use 1620 shrimps. So basically they're this size. You guys can use any type of size shrimp that you guys want, but I'm gonna show you guys how to devein and peel these shrimps. 1 second. Damn, bro, you took my knife. So the easiest way to devein and peel a shrimp, you want to take the head from the shrimp out first. Take that off. Take it off from the other one. And then what you want to do with the shrimp is to leave the last digit on the shrimp. So what you want to do, you just want to peel from this side and just pull. So you have a nice clean shrimp. We're gonna do the same thing to make sure you leave the last digit on there just for presentation. So we're getting the last shrimp going. So deveining the shrimp. So the easiest way is you wanna go from the top to the bottom and you wanna use a knife to take the vein out. So what you wanna do is hold your shrimp like this and cut open on the top and see if it has any of the vein on there and just remove the vein. And you also do that with the other one as well. You vein it and use your knife to take out the vein. And we got our last one. Just take out the vein. Some of them don't have any veins on there. It usually comes off when you take the head out, but that's how you take off the vein. So we just want to introduce you to some of the veggies that we're going to be using today. So this is Chinese sausages, which is called lamb chop sausage. It's a very traditional Chinese sausage that we use in our pancit noodles. For these ingredients, you can get them at your local grocery store. So we have baby bok choy, that's here, Napa cabbage, carrots, onions, and green beans. But for you guys can also put your own flair to it. You guys can add any other veggies that you guys want. You guys can add more shrimp. You guys can add anything that you guys want. This is just our base cooking of our pancit noodles. So once you have everything prepped already, you want to get your pan started. Is there another pan at the dish? So yeah, if you guys haven't been checking out our Facebook page, we've been doing a lot of family platters, sushi platter specials for our to-goes. We are making a barbecue platter that's coming out in a couple of days that we're gonna promote to the public. So if you guys enjoy barbecue, make sure to check us out on Facebook. Also for Mother's Day that's coming right up, we are having a to-go special, and just keep in tune for that. We're creating our platters as well for the Mother's Day. So yeah, usually we wear a mask while we're working in the kitchen, but today, for you guys to hear me clearly, we're not wearing a mask. Usually we use a mask and gloves while we're cooking to the public, but this specifically dish, I'm gonna be the one eating it, so no one else. Okay, so you wanna get a non-stick pan. It's really important to have a non-stick pan so your noodles don't stick to the bottom and all your other ingredients. So what you wanna do, just keep the pan heated up on there. And then for me, I like using a rubber spatula. Use a rubber spatula so we don't break up the noodles in the dish. So you're basically cooking it as a stir fry. So we're gonna let that heat up a little bit. Just wait. You wanna get your pan really, really hot. You don't never wanna cook with a low heated pan. So we're gonna get started in the cooking process. So first thing, you wanna add 1 round of oil around pan. You guys can use vegetable oil. We use canola oil for this dish. Then another tip, you do not want to overcook your shrimp. So what we're doing right now is we're going to sear the shrimp. Oh, the other one? So we'll move this out the way. You'll know when your pan is really hot. It's gonna start to steam up and smoke up a little bit. So you just wanna wait for that. First thing we are putting down on our pan is our shrimp. Just waiting there for it to heat up. Usually takes about a minute or so to have the pan all heated up. And once you see it starting to smoke a little bit, that's when you can add the shrimp. So what you want to do, you want to lay away the shrimp so you don't get any. So what you want to do, you don't want to overcook your shrimp. So what you want to do is just flip it on each side. So now we can start adding our veggies. At least 1 ounce of carrots. You want to add the sausage last because it's already cooking. It cooks really fast and it burns quick. So you want to add at least 1 ounce of onions. Another ounce of Napa cabbage. Baby bok choy. Add our green beans. And you don't want to add your sausages yet. You want to stir fry all the ingredients so where they can get softened a little bit. And also, before you guys cut your veggies and prep them, make sure to wash them before you start cooking. We're just gonna let it sit there for about 30 seconds. And while you're doing that, you can get your noodles outside from your bath water. So usually in each serving we do have 6 ounces of pancit noodles that go into each order. If you guys are making for a family of 4, you guys can add more noodles. For the people that bought the kit yesterday, if you guys have each of those are all portioned out the same. So it's about 6 ounces of noodles that go inside. So before your noodles go inside, you want to add your lamb chop sausages. These burn really quick, and that's the reason why we add it last. About 2 ounces in there. And you just want to saute it. And then what you want to do is add your noodles in. You just want to keep stir frying it just to break down the noodles and cook it a little bit more. So that's why it's very important to cook your noodles al dente, because we are recooking it, and then if you guys overcook it during the cooking process, it will just turn into goo and mush. Hey, can you put oyster sauce in here? It's over there, down below. This one? Oh, the other one? So, once you see the noodles start to soften up, that's when we can add our pancit sauce that we made earlier. So in each order, for those that bought the kit, I've already pre-packaged that. But for each order, we usually put 1.5 ounce of pancit sauce into the dish. Then you just want to stir it around. And it's also important not to overcook your shrimp, because when the reprocess of cooking it, it is going to overcook, and having steam come up to it, it'll be overcooked if you do it like that. Then we're at our last step. So our last step is going to be oyster sauce. It's about 1 tablespoon for each order. So we're just going to add that right in the middle. You just want to stir it up. Turn off the heat. And you're ready to plate. Very simple dish. Once you get all the prep done, it is very simple to just have it available, and you guys can cook it every day for yourself. You could also, if you have a significant other that you guys want to impress, this is a perfect dish during quarantine. All right, and you guys can top it off with green onions, a lemon for that. But this is our pancit noodle, famous pancit noodle at Mora Asian Kitchen. All right.